Hey, welcome inside this episode of Zippy's Garage. Today's video is going to be covering the 2025 Smithville Corvette Rendezvous, the John Jack Memorial Corvette Show down in Smithville, outside New Jersey, outside of Atlantic City. So I got the C5 up in the air. Since, again, I drove the C7 down to the event. It's our host, our club's the host of the event. It is a long day. I'm exhausted. The event, been out of the house for over 13 hours. I was on site down there a little before 6 a.m. and it's over an hour drive to get down to Smithville from where I live. So got the C5 or C7 out here, which looks great, letting it cool off a little bit, but had a wonderful drive home with the roof out. Beautiful, beautiful fall day. We had over 200 Corvettes there, not to mention another probably 100 Corvettes down there as spectators as well. So really fun, emotional day. We had one couple there that was actually celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary with us down at the car show, and they actually won the best of the C6 generation. So that was really cool. We had a woman, not sure which generation, maybe it was the best of the C5 generation. She was a breast cancer survivor and just got that notice like 2 or 3 days ago. So she was overly excited about obviously the breast cancer, beating breast cancer, but then also having her Corvette win a really cool prize. What else? My gosh, somebody was celebrating their 50th birthday down there. So again, we had an absolute blast. So thank you to everyone that comes out to continue to support the hobby. It's not the last event of the year, but because there's going to be a bunch of toy runs and things of that nature as we get into November. But this is, one participant called it the Super Bowl of Corvette shows. I think that might be a little bit much. I think Corvettes in Carlisle would fit that description, but he actually said he enjoyed Smithville better than Carlisle. Speaking of Carlisle events, they donated a weekend fun field pass as well as a dinner for two at the Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation dinner. So we gave that away as one of our raffle baskets. And all in all, it was a fabulous day. The 2026 registration is now open. I'll put a QR code somewhere in here. And speaking of events for 2025, the Corvette Takeover has been, quote-unquote, canceled at this point. So no Corvette Takeover for 2025. Too many issues with the venue and not putting it together in time. But we will be back for 2026. So as soon as I have some details on the 2026 Corvette Takeover here in New Jersey, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And I also mentioned it in the video. If you didn't see the announcement for the National Corvette Museum, the next National Corvette Caravan slotted for August of 2029, the museum has tapped me on the shoulder and asked me to be the national chairman for that event. So I will be running that event for the entire country. So that's in 2029. Now we're here in 2025. But with that being said, I need volunteer captains from all over the country. So if you have any interest in helping out with the National Corvette Caravan, please let me know. I need captains from all across the United States. So if you got any interest, please connect with me at my email address here, my zippitysgarage@gmail.com. Connect with me there. So without any further ado, let's head down to Smithville and get some of the coverage. It was a little too windy. I mentioned that probably about a dozen times in the video. Couldn't get the drone up in the air, but I did walk and talk for quite a bit throughout the event. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe, all that fun stuff, bell notification, because again, more fun and games to come out of Zippy's Garage. Thanks. Let's get to Smithville. Welcome inside this episode of Zippy's Garage. You can see where I'm at. I'm out at the Smithville John Jack Corvette Rendezvous out here with the original Garden State Corvette Club, my local club. And we have close to 300 Corvettes out here today. Pretty amazing turnout from all folks from, we had New Jersey here, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New York. It's a little too windy to get the drone up in the air, so I'm going to try and get as much walking coverage if I can. And we try to work to keep the C1s and C2s up here towards the front of the show, since those guys are the caretakers of the car. No drone footage today, a little too windy, but again, all the custom cars that are here, stock cars. We've got obviously every generation here, and you've got stuff that's, complete one-off customs here. This 2015 is one of the first cars here. Again, he's parking on red velvet carpet, so you gotta love that. Again, a beautiful custom setup with his way he's got his car on display. Bunch of beautiful C1s. C2s lined up. I love this 62 yellow. This thing is built for business. And when this thing came in, you can tell it's a 62. These fins here in the cove, it's the only year that had a 62. But look under the hood. A massive 427, and look at that hood scoop as well. So again, really cool. I've never seen this car before, so thank you to the owner for bringing this thing out. And it's got the automatic in there for drag racing, for, you know, just unbelievable car. So really cool 62 Corvette. And again, Smithville Village, they've got the train running around for the kids. Again, you see the trees blowing a little bit. So again, a little windy. See the flag is kind of standing up, so a little too breezy. And one of the things that we really take pride in here is it's a really great venue. See these big oak trees? Oak trees drop acorns. So wherever you see any of these cones, that's an acorn parking spot. So we will not park cars underneath an acorn dropping tree. So again, you can see all the acorns here in the parking spots. We will not park cars under there because I wouldn't want my car under there. So stuff we think about here at the Smithville show. Here's my buddy Glenn and Brandon, and they're not teal aqua blue. It's not teal. There's Brandon. Give me a bump, Brandon. Come on, give me a bump. All right, man. All right, that's what I need, a nap too, because I'm not. Nope, I'm just one of the enthusiasts that's a little bit nuts today. So, but thanks for coming out, guys. All right, we can make that work, man. So, Brandon's one of my biggest fans on the channel, so love seeing him out here. He's out at Carlisle every year. If you've watched the channel, you've seen me say hello to Brandon in the past. Again, cars were here. I was in this parking lot at 10 minutes before 6 a.m. this morning. These 4 cars were here because they spent the night. This is a hotel. So these 4 cars spent the night here, and there were probably about 4 or 5 more cars here that drove in that were a little bit more local than what I am. I'm over an hour away from this location, so it's kind of a big deal to get here, if you will. So again, this is kind of an overflow. Our lot 3 is what we refer to it as, because this is a pre-registered only show. So we already have the registration open for 2026. I'll put the QR code here in the video so you can see that if you're interested in registering for next year, because the show sells out every year. Because the problem is, if we have a beautiful day like today, there's only so many parking spots we have. So we don't want to turn anyone away. So a couple years ago, we went to pre-registration only. Love the matte black C7, and it's a Callaway C7. Again, really cool stuff. Hardtop convertible on a C4. You don't see that too often. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, again, acorns. Trying to avoid the acorns. And then this is only one of the parking lots. We have another parking lot on the other side of the Colonial Inn. Hey, Chet, give me a wave. A couple Sonic Blue cars from the New Jersey Facebook group. And look at all these white cars. This is all one gentleman who owns these cars. So you've got a Carbon 65 Z06 and automatic transmission with competition seats. Beautiful setup. Then you've got a ZTK manual. Has that glorious manual transmission inside of it. ZR1. Then here you have a 70th anniversary Z07 Z06. That beautiful 70th anniversary setup inside. Really, really pretty car from 2023. He also owns these two. Got a C1 and a C2. So the C1 61, beautiful red interior, absolutely gorgeous. Automatic transmission, but it looks like a manual. Look at the size of that steering wheel, guys. So thanks for bringing the cars out today, guys. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, all part of Roy's Toys. So again, and there's the mid-year over here. Another white and red, white and burgundy, call it. Gorgeous burgundy interior in this one. And this one's got the 4-speed manual. So again, gorgeous, gorgeous cars. What was neat is he had, you know, a bunch of his buddies are all drivers. They're all owned by one guy. But he had all his friends jump in cars and get them over here to the show. Here's another cool modified car owned by friend of ours from the dealership, Bill from Sioka. I helped him source this C7 ZR wing. That's an OEM wing, not aftermarket. So they installed that down at Sioka. And again, with all his Corvette racing motif, it's a one of one. Thanks for bringing it out, Ed. So, C8s, C3, look at this, modified convertible. So again, this wasn't available from General Motors like that, I can tell you that. So this is really cool. What year is it?
What car are you looking at?
The whole thing. What do you classify the car as?
It's an 82, but it's registered as a 69.
Okay, 82 registered as a 69. It's called a Frankenstein, if you will.
69 birthday.
Excellent. Very cool. 4-speed, two-tone interior. Beautiful car. Again, LS6 motor under the hood. Again, it's a convertible, but they didn't want one, so he built one himself. But again, you can tell by the front end of the thing, it's not a 79 front end. Gorgeous, gorgeous car. So 454 LS6 under the motor, under the hood there. But again, all the customization that you see here. I'm gonna walk closer to the disc jockey. So I'm gonna keep on walking and talking, if you will. But a couple beautiful C3s. There's that custom C3 that we started with. And again, I go over, get a little closer to some of these C2s and C1s. They're absolutely beautiful. 427 big block. You can see the massive hood scoop and that beautiful air cleaner, that 427 air cleaner. Soon, a friend of mine, Bill, another 427, beautiful 58. Johnny's the proud owner of this car, brought it down from New York. So again, all these guys are from New York. These couple cars here were here before I was here. So they were a 5:30 a.m. car. This car, you may have seen on a previous video. Nick is the owner of the car, but this was built by one of my neighbors. 2 or 3 years ago at the Beach Bums Corvette Show, I highlighted this car. It's a resto mod, and the fellow that built it lives right around the corner from me. So beautiful, beautiful resto mod on this C2, the white interior. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna cruise past the DJ. It's a little later in the day. We kind of already raffled off all our baskets. There's some of the club members. You can see one of the baskets left here. Corvettes of Carlisle was nice enough to donate some stuff. Fun Field and a Chip Miller dinner pass. Speaking of Chip Miller, they gave away their ZR1, so pretty cool to them. Congratulations to that owner. So again, more raffles yet to be claimed. Kind of our club set up. Doing here, collecting money for the Violence Veterans Home. So they're set up here again. And I really want to get the trophies on camera. It's a little windy, so we haven't set them up yet. So apologize. This is what I want to show you. Red, white, and blue. What we do is there's 8 of them. Instead of doing a best of show, we do a best of generation. We wanted to do red, white, and blue Corvettes. So we have multiple classes for, say, the C1s, right? So stock and modified. We take the first place stock and the first place modified, pit them against each other, and the best one out of stock and modified wins the best of a generation trophy. So they still get a first place trophy. You know, we got first place, second place, and third place. With the wind, we don't want to set those up just yet. DJ Frank doing his thing. You can see the carousel. And it's a beautiful fall day. Late October. I should be wearing shorts. But we've been here where there's been ice on this bridge because it's over top of this beautiful lake. So early in the morning, this bridge can be frozen. But not today. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, a little breezy, but not going to complain about this beautiful sunshine and beautiful blue sky. See some of the geese and ducks enjoying themselves. And Frank Staff, our DJ, exclusively for this event, actually runs wired speakers over to parking lot number 2. So we refer this as the upper parking lot, if you will, or the shops. So this area, we kind of And, you know, if you're a part of a club, you want to park together. So we work to keep all the clubs over here. So we have 3 big clubs that are out here today. Classic Corvette Club from Morristown, New Jersey. Lakes Corvette Club from Medford Lakes, New Jersey. And then we have Corvettes on Patrol and Beach Bums Corvette Club from Manahawkin. Beach Bums and Corvettes on Patrol came rolling in together. So we got those 4 groups here in this lot, plus a couple other singles here and there. But check out this car from Lakes Corvette Club. Really cool setup, honoring our veterans. It's a really, really nice setup on the yellow C6. What's up, guys? Again, some of my friends from Lakes. Another car that was here early, ZR1 convertible, done up in Sebring orange. Automatic transmission on that. Really cool car here, custom C3. See all the work that's been done underneath. Philip is the owner of this car. He brings out to just about all of our shows. Custom black and yellow trim. And then he's got C5 seats with custom yellow stitching inside this beautiful C3 Corvettes. And I'm gonna bump in here and say hi. We got Beach Bums in the house. So boom, boom, Beach Bums is here. Well represented as well. Where's your car? All right, Linda's got one of my favorite cars ever, so I'm going to go get Linda's car on camera as well. So, again, Linda's brother actually built that resto mod, the blue one that was just on camera. Linda joined up with Beach Bums out of Manahawkin, and I absolutely adore Linda's car that she brings out to all the shows. And I'm not shy about that. I tell her every time I see it. And that's this one here. So, her brother built this car. Nassau blue, chrome everywhere, chrome wheels. See all the work that's done under the hood. And then it's just absolutely gorgeous. And the custom interior, really, really, really pretty car. Like any resto mod or anything that's done, that's Linda's father there. And you can see, again, it's been in the family for quite some time. So there you can see the restoration and so forth and the rebuild of this car. So again, really nicely done. All part of Beach Bums Corvette Club. Some more guys from Lakes. You saw my Corvettes at Carlisle video. This car was featured as part of Chip's Choice as the ZR1 display. So this is a rare ZR1 because it's the anniversary year from 1993 with the ruby red, but it was also a ZR1. So again, not a lot of these produced. And just a special, special car. And there's the guys from Lakes all just kind of chilling, relaxing, enjoying themselves. So good to see you guys. so good to see them out. We got to wake Ted up in a little bit, though, so he's going to fall asleep. But that's okay. So it's a good thing to take a nap here. Again, local clubs support us, and we do our best to support them as well. So again, there's some more from, from Lakes and Beach Bums. Again, tons and tons of cars. And you can see we're parking them anywhere we can fit them. Again, and Smithville Village is so good. And the Colonial Inn, the whole village here is so good about accommodating us and bringing all these folks down. Here's something we haven't seen yet, 96 Grand Sport. So again, these are getting harder and harder to find out here today. If you're not familiar with the 96 Grand Sport, they were only available in one color setup, Admiral Blue. I think it was Admiral Blue with the white stripe. All manual transmissions. You could either get them with the black interior or the red interior. Available as a coupe or a convertible. And the motor was called the LT4. And again, look at that massive clamshell hood on the C4. You can see everything inside of this. So from a car show perspective, you got to detail all of this stuff. That's where you need a C8 convertible where you can't see the motor, right? So again, custom C3s, again, all lined up. Another C7 ZR1 here with the big wing. I'm going to continue to walk. Another 62, right? It's got the gills in it, so you know it's a 62. Ceramic matrix gray with red interior. Here's a 427 60th anniversary car. We saw the 70th anniversary Z06, Z07 over there. So this is the 427 with the 7-liter. Only available in a manual. This one's a convertible. What's cool is the stripe you see here is actually carried through on the roof. So the roof is 2 different shades of blue. So, and it's got that twilight or dark blue interior throughout. That's the only way the 60th anniversary cars came. Custom C5, is it a Z06? Yes, so it's got the hard top. Wasn't sure if it was a fixed roof coupe or a Z06. See the Z06 badge on it. So again, really nice representation of a C5 Z06. Beautiful C7 Z06, and I'm gonna, yep. These are my seats, damn it, I want my seats back. So when I was trying to get my C7 seats to fit in my C5, it just didn't work out. So I ended up selling to Nick, local Corvette owner up in North Jersey, and these are my competition seats from a C7 that I had reupholstered with the blue Alcantara to match my Le Mans blue, but I just didn't like the way they fit. So I ended up selling those seats, and they look absolutely stunning in this C7. So beautiful, beautiful setup there. I'm a little partial because, heck, I built them. So again, C8, custom C5. Look at the size. Look at the wheel well, or, you know, the fender flares on this thing. Massive setup on the back side of this C5 convertible. Really, really big. Some custom work done here on this Z06. Call it the Lambo or arch doors. They have the see-through cover on it with the red intake. Really nice setup. Frankly, I think this is what every C8 Z06 convertible should look like, with that red intake and that clear cover on it. And let's see, I'm going to keep on rolling. Here's some ZR1 wheels on a C7. Another C8 Z06, Z07 car. Sold this one down new at Sioka. This is Carmine's car, carbon fiber wheel. It's got that red intake on it. And again, two-tone sky cool and black interior on the hypersonic gray. So let's capture this orange car. I'm just trying to figure out what's here. And again, if you didn't see the announcement, let's see, the next National Corvette Caravan hosted by the National Corvette Museum in 2029. I've been named the national chairman for that event. So more details on the next caravan scheduled for August of 2029. I'm looking for local captains all across the country. So if you're interested, let me know. Another event, Corvette Takeover for 2025, we're going to postpone it. Not canceling it altogether. We'll look to schedule something again for the spring of 2026. So C5 Coupe, really beautiful orange paint job. Gorgeous CCWs on it. LS1. Massive Corbeau seats. Cool shifter in it. Roll bar. Not only does it go fast, but it probably sounds good with that amplifier and subwoofer. But really cool. Again, the way you can customize these things. See what it says. Twin turbo 97 Corvette. So the first year of the C5. You can see the turbos and so forth under the car itself. Tangelo Pearl from House of Color. So it's an APS rear mounted twin turbo setup. So that thing's got to cook. So guys, I don't know how much more I'm going to cover. So I've been talking and walking for quite a bit. So thanks for watching this episode of Zippy's Garage. You know, hey, yeah, stick around for more fun and games to come out of Zippy's Garage.